might ask yourself, why go through the trouble of doing what I'm about to do on a Fiero? Well, it is an 80s GM product, and when you shut the door, you get a sound like this. Well, except for the part that falls off afterwards. But then it might happen too. Alright, so what we want is a much more solid thunk when you shut the door, and a reduction of noise and rattles and all that stuff. You know, make the car sound a little better inside, so you can hear all that glorious VTEX. Alright, so the plan is, I should have really wiped this down better, huh? I should probably get a rag and do that. What we're going to do is prep the surface, get it nice and clean. I like to use acetone. Let's see if we can get this surface nice and clean. Clean is good. But I'm going to show you how I do it. And this is my first time doing it, so we'll learn together. Sound like a plan? I think so. That looks a lot better already. This stuff is heavy. So just keep in mind, you are adding some weight to your car. But in the end, I think it's well worth it. Alright, so we're going to have to mark it where we want to cut. So we got to watch out for is these holes. Is that where the holes go? I need to get more light, don't I? So you guys can see better. I think so.
So like a good mom, she was worried about me pulling the engine out by myself. So she came over to watch and brought me hot dogs. So I'd say she's a good mom. Right, Mom?
Right.
Although, the truth is, I locked myself out of the house.
True.
Again.
Again.
Thanks, Mom. hello everybody, and this is about to conclude episode 16, or maybe end of episode 17, just depends on how everything works out on the edit. I had to split up episode 15 because there was just so much content. It would end up being like a 30-45 minute video, so I figured this way I could spread out a couple of videos over the next week, give you episode 15, 16, 17. Alright, so where are we at? I know some of you have been asking in the comments, are the mounts done? And the simple answer is yes, they are done, and I'll show you. Alright, so this is the transmission side mount, upper high part. This is the mounting bracket for the head. Obviously the bushing comes in on this part. I don't know why I had to explain that. So this will get attached to the frame rail. This one will get attached to the frame rail. And this is the revised mount that I came up with. It's going to bolt onto the head and obviously tie it to that mount I just showed you there. So yeah, that's the new mount I just finished making. I'm pretty happy with this one. So what's the next step? Well, as you can see, I got the engine back out of the car. I'm going to put it back in the car, get in position, make sure that all these bolt in easily. Then I'll clamp these to the frame rail, make sure everything fits, drop the drivetrain out, tack weld these into place, put the engine back up in the car. If everything still fits okay, I'll drop the engine out and do the final welding with these onto the frame rail. Put it back in, boom, it's done. Then I can move on to more fun and interesting things like, well, wiring, the coolant tubes that I showed you at the beginning of episode 15. I'm really anxious to get working on those, so I appreciate you tuning in, and I really appreciate your support. So it is getting done, it's just, it's gonna take me a while. I'm limited to how much physical activity I can do. I don't work on this every day. Oh, excuse me, so, you know, I get out here when I can. If there was a bigger incentive for me to do it, even then I probably couldn't. I'm getting close on the t-shirts. I'm really kind of happy with the designs that we've come up with. Hopefully I'll get those up for sale soon. Like I said before, every bit of the money that comes in will go directly toward building the Blur and my 88. So yeah, look forward to those, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one.